Welcome all to E-Pathshala. This is Mrs. Chellam working for Sita Lakshmi Ramaswamy College. I'm taking pleasure to take you all to learn about the equipments that are being used in food service establishments. Equipments, they are the basic necessities of every day to carry out all of our tasks. The need for the piece of equipment made us develop a grill top from a galvanized iron bucket. In the last few decades, there has been a complete revolution in all food service establishments, which now provides the modern caterer with a range of very simple, easy to use gadgets to extremely complicated automatic devices. This development has been in response to the needs of the different types and size of catering units, varying from the simple fresh fruit kiosk to the streamlined restaurants which have sprung up to satisfy the ever-increasing demands of the people of the eating out. Catering equipments for food service establishment is basically not a very different form of cooking and serving at home, what we do it at home. But it's nothing but a greater in quantity, durability, speed, efficiency and economy, and of course would be bigger in size, nothing but. Over the years, the activity of catering establishments have become more and more professional, and the objectives have become constantly directed towards utilizing the equipments for maximum efficiency, and at the same time maintaining a service that is clean and attractive to both worker and viewer. The present unit going to deal about the type of equipments available to the caterer, how they can be suitably selected for the catering establishment, how to purchase for particular type of establishment, and it also provide important guidelines for the operation and maintenance with a special reference to the economical and hygienic use in time. Now let's make a move on to the classification of equipments. The term equipment refers to a machinery, tool, utensil, crockery, cutlery and furniture which may be used for the preparation, service, storage and may be used for the food production. Equipment may be classified in a number of ways according to the order of use, according to the size and type of establishment and mode of operation. It may be classified in a different form. Now let's make a move on to the classification of equipment according to the weight or size. Catering equipments are generally referred as heavy duty, medium duty and light duty as per its size and weight. The heavy duty, as if the name says, it's very heavy. It includes all type of equipments that are generally too heavy and can't able to move around. These kind of equipments are generally be fixed in one place or installed for a period of time, and they are often used for several purpose and continuous purpose, and they are made up of a heavy metal. The sheeting can be withstand hard enough for long period of time. These are also therefore generally fixed on a platform and may be freestanding also, with a 10 cm clearance from the floor of ease of cleaning. The term heavy duty also indicates that such equipments will do heavy work. Therefore, it has to be worked for more than 8 hours of a day. Heavy duty equipments are in the range of cooking ranges, ovens, mixing grinders, wet grinders. They are generally manufactured in big industries and they are available in different forms and modes. Now, medium duty equipments. What are medium duty equipments? Medium duty equipments refers to piece of equipments or pieces of equipments that are not too difficult to move around, but at the same time it will be kept in one place. They may be constructed as to get dismantled or move around as such for rearrangements or placed on wheels to make them mobile. Example for medium duty equipments are mixer grinders, sometimes refrigerators, ovens, microwave ovens, etc. Light duty equipments. These can be very light in weight, easily be handled and moved around and placed anywhere wherever you require. It is light to use, generally smaller in size, and also the works that are being given will be little lighter in weight. it is evident that these three categories of equipments provide wider range of use in large, medium and small scale organizations. Now, I'm going to take you to learn about the type of equipments classified based on the order of use in production cycle. The steps involved in production of meals are basis of classification based on the following. The equipments that are classified based on the work that what they perform are receiving equipment, storage equipment, kitchen equipment, preparation equipment, disposal equipment, etc. etc. Now, let's see what are receiving equipments. The equipments that are generally be used or placed or worked in receiving area, such as receiving platforms, weighing scales, trolleys, are all called receiving equipments. With the help of these equipments, it is possible for us to receive the food items that are being delivered by the sales personnel very conveniently. Now, storage equipments. These are all the equipments that are required to store the food materials like racks, shelves, bins, jars, etc. Portable bins for flour, sugar, rice, pulses are also called storage equipments. These equipments play a crucial role in keeping the food materials preserved for a longer period of time without much spoilage. Kitchen equipments. These are the equipments that are being installed for the preparation, cooking, holding and serving of food. Sometimes the equipments that are used for washing up of the kitchen utensils are also be classified under kitchen equipments. Kitchen equipments consist of table of work surfaces, peeling and cutting and grading and slicing equipments, ovens, grills, cooking ranges, hot plates, chapati maker, puffer, etc. for cooking, and holding equipment such as bain-maries, flasks, trolleys, serving dishes, trays, crockeries and cutleries for holding and serving. Washing equipments may include the equipments that are generally be used for washing the pot and pans and the dishes. They are sink units, washers, dryers, instant boilers for hot running water. To depend upon it all, the number and type of washing equipments required by an institution depends upon the size and budget of the establishment. And generally wide range of equipments are used in washing areas when the institution is very large and very sophisticated. Complete washing up unit also nowadays available in stainless steel in place of old sink connected to water tank. One side the waste pipeline is in the other side. This complete unit provide a free water flowing and in the underground drainage. So equipments for waste disposal is another category which is very important to carry out the disposal of the wastage that are being generated in the production unit. These are closed bins, sealed bags, incinerators, etc. The later comes the sealed units which can be fitted into dings to the crush and plate waste and peeling that may be passed through the sink. Incinerators are also available to separate the freestanding disposal units meant slowly for dealing with waste materials. This method of classifying equipment is most commonly used, one, as it helps to relate each equipment with each area which is installed in each particular working spot. Then the next classification is classification based on mode of operation. Depending upon whether the equipment is fully operated, semi-automatic or fully automatic, it can be classified in the above set. The various pieces of equipments such as beaters, whisks, hand slicers, etc. require greater efforts of human being, which are called semi-automatic. Modular equipments. There are certain equipments which are called as modular equipments which are now in rise. These are the equipments that are used for interchangeable purpose with another equipment. These are very popular nowadays as it saves time, energy, money, etc. Usually pans in different sizes are fits into oven a baking unit, as well as in refrigerator for storage, and also in trolleys for cold rooms. Standard size of trays are 30 to 40 centimeters and 22 to 30 centimeters in length and width. Modular equipments play generally several roles in food service management, like they avoid repeated handling, usage of less cleaning materials, and increasing the work efficiency and improve the food quality. Multi-purpose equipments. These are equipments that are used for multiple purposes. Example of multi-purpose equipments are food processors and blending machines. Food processors are made up of attachments like chopper, blade, grater, peeler, dough making chamber are all called multi-purpose equipments. These used for several purposes like chopping, cutting, grading, and kneading also. Mobile equipments. These are equipments that are attached with wheels in the bottom. They are usually the heavy equipments that are in need of mobility will be attached with wheels. They are called mobile equipments. Trolleys, wheels that are attached under the grinders, working tables attached to the wheels, ovens are called mobile equipments. Labor saving equipments. Equipments that require less manpower are called labor saving equipments. Generally, otherwise they are called as automatic and semi-automatic equipments. They produce quality standardized product as if it is already automatically planned. Example of labor saving equipments are automatic machines, microwave ovens. Apart from that, some equipments which are very simple in structure called peelers, scrapers, vegetable choppers are also called labor saving equipments. Then the next one is custom built equipment. These are a piece of equipment assembled and fixed on the floor called custom built equipment. Mostly large heavy duty equipments are custom built in nature. A portion of it will be removed for the purpose of working. Now we'll have to see what are the important factors that are to be given consideration while selecting the equipments. There are some important factors that are required are size and type of establishment. Size refers to one of the typical spatial measures of structure which promises the food preparation and service activity, but also the number of customers that must be catered to the time. The selection of equipment is directly affected by the volume of food prepared, and it has to be related to the size of capacity or particular piece of equipment. Too large equipment in relation to turnover expected to lead underutilization and inefficiency. It's upon the method of menu or method of cooking required for the particular dish and its importance. For instance, in a canteen menu which consists of mainly fried snacks and beverages, the selection will be between investing on a fryer or a simple kadai or a vessel shape of Chinese wok placed directly on the source of heat. On the other hand, if the menu consists of ready prepared items or sauteed or shallow fried items, it may require a fryer. The fryer may be unnecessary. Menu patterns are also greatly important to select the equipments in a various conversations. Purpose for which the equipment is required or used. Equipment is selected based on the purpose for which it is required. It can contribute the efficiency of production, profitability, convenience, and customer satisfaction in terms of aesthetically presented meal, more value for money, or comfortable serving and eating. There are a number of spaces and labor saving equipments available on the market, which can be performed in different functions, as if we have seen what are all the labor saving equipments that are to be attached in this part also. Utility in terms of design and frequency of use. The design of piece of equipment has to be considered as a very important point. For example, it is very important to know the piece of equipment which is actually maintaining the temperature necessary to keep food safe for consumption and storage. But it's very difficult to maintain the temperature. So it's better to buy an equipment with temperature indicator, and it all depends upon the amount and budget that is being spent over the equipment to buy. Price of equipment. Cost is another important factor. The material for which the equipment is being made, that affects the price and depreciation of the equipment. The material which is made up of an equipment is very important. So while choosing equipment, the cost mainly dependent upon the material of manufacture. So the cost that is being incurred by the equipment has to be decided by the management, whether how much is to be invested on it. But for the best quality, the best equipment has to be bought, so for which the costs have to be consolidated accordingly. Ease of installation, maintenance and operation. It is very expensive to buy an equipment with the need of specialist attention each time something goes wrong. Selection of equipment must be guided by simplicity of construction, case with which it is operated by existing skills of catering staff, and the factors which are important to hygiene and safety of both equipments, and its environmental factors such as the materials of the construction in terms of rounded edge, safety. Since catering involves dealing with a heavy equipment, sharp tools, glass and cutlery, large volume of food, electricity, gas, hot and cold water, it is extremely important to select the equipment which will provide safety. Economy. Economy refers to the amount of fuel in terms of electricity, gas, coal, etc., which employment provide required functioning. The operating cost of a piece of equipment is important consideration in selection of an equipment with which the area is concerned. Ease of cleaning. The appearance of equipment play an important role in attracting a worker's attention to it and create a desire for looking after it. It is thus a morale booster, especially in the area of activity where the work is generally uninteresting and unrewarding. For instance, the vegetable preparation center of a kitchen, where monotony of peeling and cutting growing progressively, the introduction of vegetable peeling machine makes the job a bit more varied and less cumbersome. Again, in the dishwashing area, a dishwasher can help to create little interest in otherwise uninteresting routine. Now let's make a move on to how to take care of the equipments and how to maintain the equipments, because taking care of equipments is very important, after all investing a large amount of money on it. Now I'm going to give you I'm going to give you some hints about how to take care of equipments. Wash all the equipments then and there, and remove all the removable parts of the equipments with a suitable and wash with a suitable detergent and hot water after every use. In tropical summer, this is not necessary, as the water in the raps is usually warm or hot depending upon the environmental temperature. After washing, wipe the equipments completely dry before replacing. All small equipments like cutleries, ladles, chopping boards, kitchen tools, etc. should be washed after use in and replaced in drawers, racks built in the purpose. Check that all the pieces of equipments are working in order. Close supervision is very important to check whether all parts of the equipments are properly fit. Repairs must be attended to without any delay in order to avoid the efficiency of equipment is being carried out. A weekly, fortnightly, monthly program for oiling and servicing is also very important for the equipments are concerned. All electrical inputs to the equipment should be checked periodically to ensure the proper electrical load is available for the efficient functioning of the equipment. Insulations, plumbings and other connections need regular checkup to keep the equipment running in an optimum efficiency. Make full use of warranty period to help train organization staff to learn regular maintenance procedure from the manufacturer's engineers. Assign the care of each machine to one responsible person always. Money, time and effort spent on care helps to maintain equipment in continuous working order, while that spent on repair can be meant interruption in work, causing unnecessary strain on staff in addition to extra cost. Thus, if equipment is cared systematically and the proper procedures followed, maintenance followed, it is very efficient to keep the life of the equipment very long. Now, how to clean the equipments? The cleaning schedule generally to be adopted for equipments is very important. How to clean the cooking equipments? Cooking equipments varies widely in size, shape and design, and therefore it requires separate treatment in terms of cleaning. Burners must be cleaned and pores must be checked thoroughly. Use liquid wax for enamel finishes. Brushes in the inner parts thoroughly. And how to clean the holding equipments? refrigerator, outside should be cleaned daily. Inside must be checked for the spillage. While the cleaning in the refrigerator, it should be disconnected from the electrical supply. Damage of things to be cleaned then and there, and once in a week it has to be checked also. Bain-maries and food warmers to be switched off after the service is over. Clean them, use light detergent and empty the equipments and soak them in hot water. How to clean preparation equipment. All the preparation equipments are to be cleaned after removing the removable parts of it. The dismantled parts have to be soaked in hot water with a very light, gentle washing powder. It has to be clean. Sharp edges should be handled very carefully while cleaning. Sodium carbonate and hard brush must be used to clean up the coffee urns to avoid staining. This is how you will have to clean up the equipments. To conclude, I would like to give a recall of the above mentioned. Today, we have seen what are the types of equipments available, how are the equipments are generally classified, and how and what type of equipments are generally be adopted in different types and size of establishments, and what are the general points and factors to be considered while selecting and purchasing equipments, and all the important aspects to be considered while purchasing equipments. We have seen it today. And as far as the purchasing is concerned, while investing the money, you will have to keep in mind the size and type of establishment, the nature and type of job what are being performed by the equipment, and the amount that has been allotted for the purchase of equipment, and the economy, installation, order of use, all have to be given priority while choosing an equipment. Now, equipment after purchasing, it has to be taken care well. So, a caring procedure has also to be planned then and there, and all the staff members who are using those equipments have to be trained well for maintaining the equipments in a proper way, for which you need to plan up a cleaning schedule, and also maintenance schedule have to be distributed among all the staff members. And every equipment have to be given very utmost care and periodical cleaning. According to the nature of the equipment. If it is an electrical equipment, it has to be disconnected and cleansed, or if it is a dismantling equipment, it has to be dismantled and cleansed, and all the equipments that are going to be used for occasional use, it has to be cleansed, dried and kept it on the shelves. All these kind of general procedures, if you could follow, it's very efficient to handle the equipments what we are purchasing for our food service institutions. It can give a long life, and also it can produce an efficient work output. Thank you all.